Hello friends and neighbors, welcome to Gentry Vintage. I am Josh, your host. I hope this video finds you well. This video is going to be a VR for Doug, the Michigan Piper. I've recently discovered Michigan Piper YouTube channel, and now that I've sat down and watched a lot of his videos, I don't know why I've never discovered the channel before. Doug, I've really been enjoying your channel, and it popped up under my suggested videos or whatever one day, and I said, man, how come I've never seen this guy before? But I'm glad I did find you, and a very great big congratulations on your 2,000 subscriber count, sir. I can definitely see why you've made it this far, and I wish you much more success, and I look forward to watching the channel grow even more. So Doug has posed the two questions. Oh, before I get there, smoking the Peterson 305 system standard tonight. Hope the lighting's okay out here. It's starting to get dark out here, and I didn't turn the porch light on. Well, one of them will come on automatically here in a few minutes probably. But in it tonight, I'm smoking Carter Hall, of course. I made the mistake this weekend. I went out of town, and I took a couple pipes with me and a couple blends. And Saturday night, I was sitting outside with a couple friends, and they're cigar smokers. I'm not. And I pulled this pipe out, and without thinking, I loaded this pipe up with a Scudo. And if you follow my channel much, have watched many of my videos, you might know that I consider this pipe to be my Burley blend pipe. The main two things I smoke in this pipe is HH Burley Flake and Carter Hall. You know, occasionally some other stuff. I've London Burley blend and a few others I'll put in here too. But like I said, the main two is Carter Hall and HH Burley Flake. But I put a Scudo in it, and if you're not familiar with a Scudo, it's a vapor blend, Virginia Perique. And let me tell you, smoking a Burley blend in a pipe after, especially if it's something like Carter Hall where it's got a sweeter taste to it, yeah, not so good. So I think I've got her cleaned out enough, and I've run a few bowls through here to kind of balance it back out. So we're starting to taste normal again, but I don't know what I was thinking. And as soon as I lit it up that night, I realized what I did. But yeah, I think we're coming back around now. But anyway, so the first question Doug wanted to know is, what is your wife's favorite blend, her favorite to smell? And I can tell you that the ones I just mentioned are not any of her favorite to smell. She absolutely despises the smell of Carter Hall for whatever reason, and doesn't care for HH Burley Flake. And she said that a Scudo doesn't smell horrible. It's just it's not great. She said it doesn't seem to put out a whole lot of smell. But what's interesting is my mom was up here a couple weeks ago, and she said she actually liked the smell of the Scudo. But anyway, her favorite blend to smell would be Blood Red Moon. Prior to her starting to play around with trying some aromatics, Blood Red Moon was the only thing that she would actually let me smoke in the house. Now that she's been smoking some aromatics, she has relaxed to that no smoking in the house rule, because as she puts it, she's too lazy after work to get up and come outside on the porch. Sometimes she just sits there on the couch, and so she's kind of let me smoke whatever I want in the house. And there's a window next to my recliner inside in the house in the living room, so I always make sure I pop that window open if I'm sitting there smoking something, and especially if it's something that don't smell too hot. But Blood Red Moon is definitely her favorite one to smell. So regarding your other question, sir, and forgive me if I misspeak the words, the way you worded this, but something that you're working hard at to better yourself personally. And for me, well, my parents, both of my parents are just polar opposite personalities. My dad has always been the kind of guy that is one of the most laid back, calm, easygoing people you would ever meet. Just a good personality. Never met a stranger. Just one of them kind of people that you can't help but liking. In all my life, I've always seen how people are drawn to my dad, and how much people think of him. And I've always prided myself on following in his footsteps with my demeanor and my attitude and personality, I guess. And a year or so ago, things at my work have not been great over the past couple years. Our now former manager was a very, very toxic person, and it unfortunately kind of rubbed off on a lot of us at work. And you can only work so long in a toxic environment before it starts to affect you as well. And unfortunately, I realized that I was losing that let's see, I don't know how you'd put it, but my calm, laid back demeanor that I've always had. And my good person, sorry that one of the neighbors just fired up a lawnmower, sorry about that. My easygoing personality and everything, I noticed it just started, goodness, I noticed it started going away. And I started becoming ashamed of the person that I'd become. And come New Year's Eve, I've never been the kind of person to do New Year's resolutions. But come New Year's Eve, I told myself, I said, it's my goal to get back to that person that I used to be. Hopefully you can hear me now. So I set a New Year's resolution, and I said I want to get back to that person that I used to be. I had become irritable, and I used to be very patient, and I discovered that my patience had kind of diminished. And I used to joke that as I get older, my tolerance for ignorance became less and less as I get older, and that is true. But I was also just using that as an excuse. But my personality, my attitude towards things, my patience, my demeanor, and it's possible that maybe not everybody else noticed it as much as I did. I was very irritable, and I just really did not like the person that I had become. And it was my mission for this year to change that and get back to the person that I used to be. And I'll be totally honest, smoking a pipe has really helped with that. I started smoking a pipe right after Christmas last year, and I found within a couple weeks that I noticed that it really helped. even with it being winter time and freezing cold outside, I would come out here and sit down and sit out here for an hour, 2 hours, whatever it may be, and just sit out here and think and pray and talk to God and just be alone and think, I guess. Decompress. Come home after a day of work and just sit down and relax and decompress. And for me, smoking a pipe has helped with that quite a bit. As I mentioned, my manager is no longer with the company, which has greatly helped with that. The whole atmosphere at my work has changed for the better, and that's also helped with me and my attitude and everything as well. But I'm working on it. I want to get back to that person that I used to be. And I'm getting there. I feel like I am. I no longer sit here and say that I don't like the person I've become. I feel now that I am kind of at peace once again. There's a lot of things in my life right now that's going on. It's a lot to deal with, but I feel like I'm dealing with it well. I hope. I feel like I am. And it helps that I have a supportive wife and a supportive church family. And I've talked with my preacher a little bit about, trying to better myself and get back to that person I used to be. And he's very encouraging. And my couple friends at church, Sunday school class, we've talked about it some. And one of our friends in Sunday school is kind of going through the same thing as well. And like he said the other day, he said it's a process. It's not going to be overnight, but he said you just try your best and pray about it. And he said we'll get there. But anyway, that's what I've been working on for myself. And it may not be that other people noticed it as much as I noticed myself. And a lot of times I'm my own worst critic. But yeah, I reckon that's about it. Anyway, congratulations, Doug, once again on your 2,000 subscribers, and I wish you much more success with your channel, sir, and I'll be right here to follow along and watch it as you do. So until next time, this is Gentry Vintage, and hope everyone has a blessed one.